Hey guys, welcome back to the debater. I'm Grace, and today I'm gonna do a non-spoiler review on the recent thriller film Monkey Man, written, directed, and starring Dev Patel. Before you start, please make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Leave a comment down below on your thoughts on the film. We'd love to hear them. So yeah, the story is about a man named Kid or slash Bobby, or mostly known as Monkey Man, who works in an underground fight club to gain money while wearing a gorilla mask. He suffers from his dark past until he discovers a way to get his revenge on those who hurt his loved ones by walking through the city's sinister elite. So I must admit, I was unsure at first due to the fact that some reviewers gossiped that it's kind of like a John Wick film. Bear in mind, I've never seen the franchise, but these days action films don't really have much to give besides action. And from the first official trailer, the dialogue they use made me think that it was going to be kind of like an anti-hero Robin Hood film where the character fights to protect the poor and the weak and destroy the rich and the evil. But this film is completely the opposite. This is something more unique. Monkey Man has like a soul to the action genre. The story developed from the original trauma that molded this ordinary child into a vicious fighter. The characters are really great in this film. They're all different, but they are meaningful in this story. Like you can't this story wouldn't go on without them, and they kind of bring a bit more personality towards the other characters. Some we don't really need a backstory because we can already tell who they are through their personalities, through their actions. The main character, who is played by Dev Patel, is named Kid slash Bobby, or mostly known as Monkey Man. If you read this character's origins from scratch without watching the trailers, you would probably think that this is some kind of a creation of a comic book character, like a like an anti-hero such as like the Punisher or Batman, or like another film character like John Wick. But this film doesn't follow the straight vengeful cliche which we usually see nowadays. But I actually love about it because it breaks down the social construction in so many ways. This brings out more of the human emotions, that it brings a bit more realism in this film. Because most films of any genre, we cheer a lot for the characters who do things that we, the people in the real world, don't really do. So, like someone who once bullied you and you didn't have enough courage to stand up against them. Then we see someone who in the film world who beats their bullies, and we feel great about it because it's like escapism for us. And Bobby takes his time, and sometimes he wins and sometimes he fails, and that reflects our rise and falls in the real world, which is very relatable. And I really love how they connect this to us from our life to this film world. And by the way, Des fighting skills are outstanding. Like I can imagine someone from the MCU studios is thinking, oh, you know what, we should get him in there. He's just so amazing at this. Can't believe I think he does his own stunts, but just he's just brilliant, like absolutely amazing. So his directing skills. What I really enjoyed about this film is that they use so many filming techniques to make it not just so exciting and scary, but mostly realistic. And I think that's what we're missing from a few action films. Besides a good story, you need emotions, and we need something to make it feel relatable to us. In most fighting scenes, you would see a person getting stabbed, and then we get like an explosion of blood bursting out from parts of their bodies. Not in this case. You will see some violence on a different but logical level, still graphic, but realistic. Every filming style is used precisely for a certain location or scene, And I could see the filmmakers have been planning this very carefully. Some fighting scenes are filmed in one shot, and some are shot from the fighter's point of view, which is really clever. I highly admired how they use so many different symbolisms through the cinematography. For example, we see flashbacks of Bobby's past with his mum, and they're in the forest, and in the shot, there's lots of space, the colors are bright and natural, it makes you feel warm and comfortable. Then, when Bobby is working in a corrupt operation, they use some darker colors and tones, and they film some clips where Bobby seems smaller and where he's stuck between people or buildings and other stuff. It gives you a more claustrophobic feeling, which makes you more afraid for our character. There are a lot of religious symbolisms that are shown through the connection between Bobby's tragic past and the story his mum used to tell him about Hanuman. Hanuman, I think I'm pronouncing that right. Sorry if I'm not. To the present time and Bobby's actions and his life at that moment when he's working in a criminal's elite. It reminds me a bit of PK because we see a lot of powerful people who use God as an excuse for their actions, whether they're right or wrong. But in this, we can see some religious stories can improve your social identity and can improve your character building. The key theme in this film is realism, as it tackles a lot of social issues, not just the problems between the rich and the poor, but with identity. Delve demonstrates the struggles that people have gone through the lack of democracy and the inequalities of power. And I think that's important now because because not just in India, but I think in definitely most places around the world, they still have a lot of people who are struggling with being dominated with power and propaganda, and they shouldn't suffer through that. Monkey Man isn't just an action film about a man who's on a vengeance quest. This is about the consequences and the destructions that greedy, powerful people around the world can do to a single person, how they can corrupt their identity and make them feel worthless. But it's also about how that person can work through the city's brutalist and cruelest elite and can crumble their empire and make something better. That's what I love about this film. So guys, thank you so much for watching my non-spoiler review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like, you could definitely watch the film. I think it's still out of cinema. Definitely recommend it. It's amazing. Before you leave though, please make sure you like, subscribe and hit that notification bell. Leave a comment down below on your thoughts on the film. What was your favorite scene? What did you like about it? Do you hope there's going to be a sequel? I mean, I personally would love to see a sequel. I'm not sure if they are because the ending was still good, but I would love to see a sequel as well. So yeah, thank you guys so much. You could check out other reviews as well. We've done some reactions and reviews to some Bollywood films such as PK, Three Idiots, Dreshyam, and so many more. Check them out. You can also check out our games, pranks, the whole lot on our channel. Please check them out. Oh. We also done games, pranks, the whole lot. Check them out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye.